Okay, guys, First Kiss TV. We've got Futurecop here tonight. I'm speaking with Peter.
Hi.
And also Mansour.
You're right.
That's right. These guys flew in from the UK. This is their first Australian tour. Guys, what made you want to come out to Australia?
Well, I think we've got a lot of fans in Australia, so it was just a natural thing to do. I think this is where the majority of the fan base is, and once Trash Bags made the booking, we were just delighted to come over.
There's like loads of wicked bands like Miami Horror, all doing the synthy stuff. So like we appreciate it a lot. That's why we came here. In our DJ set, we got like loads of Australian bands, Back Raiders, or Wicked. That's why we like it.
It's like our second home, almost.
So you guys been out here before?
Yeah. I spent about 4 months here. I did an internship a couple of years ago, but this is Manz's first time.
Yeah, it's first time. So it's good. It's cool.
Okay, cool. And this is the only gig you guys are playing in Queensland, is that right?
Yeah. We did one in Sydney today. We did the We Love Sounds. We flew up here this evening, and then we've got Melbourne, I think, Adelaide, and then 2 more in Sydney next weekend.
So in total, how many weeks you guys spent in Australia?
Just 1 week. It's about 10 days we're here for.
It's not long enough though, guys, is it? Not long enough. How are you getting used to the weather?
It's exactly the same as Britain actually at the moment.
The same thing. It's like when I came here, I thought it was gonna be really hot and stuff, but it's like not like Manchester. It's like London. Manchester's worse. It's raining every day. So
I mean, you guys got, both grew up in the UK, right? You're from Manchester.
I'm from Manchester. We met at uni. He's from London. So
yeah, because you guys were studying like politics, was it, or?
We met in a politics subsidiary. That was in the first year, but I did English and Mans did business and computer science. So
right, okay.
It was a subsidiary course you had to do in the first year, but that's how we met.
Okay, so then in relation to your sound, I mean, is that sort of the way that it progressed, that you sort of tackle the electronica sort of side a bit more? And I mean, your sort of history is you started with punk and rock, is that right? And metal a bit more sort of?
That was Mans actually.
I was in from school to uni. I was in a punk band, like a bit punk rock kind of, but it was not the way I wanted to go because we were basically not very good. But like then after about end of uni time and like after uni, I was doing some like electronic music, but just like I never really thought that people were gonna really like. I was just doing it for myself. Like I like 80s music, music and 80s films. I just wanted to like make some things that's like 80s. And then suddenly I put it on MySpace. Suddenly, like people got aware of it, and I was like, people like email me saying, "Oh shit, this is weird." I didn't, it's weird. It's like because I completely didn't think of it as like that kind of a way. And then we started getting gigs and shit like that. So like I got Pete, to help me out. So
yeah. I've always been into like the 80s sounds as well. I love the synths. I love all the kind of pop that stuff. So it's just that's our main influence really, the 80s.
So, I mean, you guys are just talking about the, MySpace, and I mean, you guys are into a whole lot of the blogging thing. I mean, yes, I mean that's a big part of you guys getting representing yourself out there on the net. I mean, how do you guys sort of find that in being your own sort of agent in a way, I guess?
Yeah, because like the blogs, I just wanted to give it out, all the blogs, because I think music should be free anyway. It's just like, you know what I mean?
It should be about enjoyment.
Yeah,
we just gave everything away on the blogs, and people found out about it that way. There's also on the MySpace when people had friends, so it's been strange. Like I don't think it could have happened at any other time. We've had gigs all over the world, and it's all through MySpace really, and the blogs.
Yeah, internet just like I don't know how it happened. I don't know how it happened. Just like killed it, isn't it?
I mean, is that where it sort of started? Like, did you guys?
Like MySpace and blogs. Blogs. It was all over blogs, everywhere, wasn't it? People were asking us, "Are you sure you want to go?" You guys are all everywhere. I was like, yeah. People will email us on MySpace. This is what I used to do, like random people, and they said like, "Where can I get your songs from?" But we haven't released an EP, so I'd send them free. I said everybody free. Like if they email me, I just send them free. So then I just wanted to like get people to know it because we got loads of more songs. So like, it's not a big deal for me.
Yeah.
So when you guys met, I mean, was it sort of the interest in music, or was it something else that sort of bonded you guys together first, and then you found that you're into the same sort of music?
We're always into the same kind of stuff. When we're in university, we just love going out together. Just going to clubs. We still love going to clubs. Like probably if we weren't DJing tonight, we'd be out on the dance floor anyway. So that was the main thing that got us together. And then through that, we found out we liked the same music, and this thing just started up, and then the rest is history.
And it's gotten pretty big now because you guys have just signed up to a new record label, right? You want to tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, we've just signed to a record label called Bright Lights Big City. And we're going to have an EP out on them, I think, either next month, July or August. They've got some good people on there as well. They've got Russ Chimes, I don't know if you know him, he's similar kind of sounding. So we're happy with that, and hopefully we can push it together.
Okay, cool. And how does, working with a label like that, do they sort of influence your sound, or you got a sort of a free reign as well, or how does it work?
The only reason we signed to this guy, because this guy is like just the same level as us, like, obviously, like, completely the same level. That's the only reason we signed. Anyone else would like, fuck it, no. Because like, we don't really, it's not that big deal, but this guy, he like is really passionate about the whole, the Valerie scene, but no one's releasing anything in the Valerie scene, so it's like, Bright Light Big City's here to like release it, so we're like, yeah, we want to be part of it, definitely.
So if you were to sort of describe your music, I know it's hard, it's not easy, to sort of put it into a box or, put a label on things, but you're talking about you got your 80s influences and that kind of thing, but where are you moving to, with this? Obviously you got your roots in the 80s, but where do you want to get to? Also, what sort of sound do you want to produce?
Well, we'll always be into the melodies, so we just want to have stronger melodies, like nice synths, that kind of thing. We think like the noise music's probably gone as far as it can go, so we just thought we'd just scrap that and go for a completely different direction, and hopefully people like it.
It's just like, I just put, whenever I like make music, it's just like, I just pretend it's a soundtrack. That's it, I don't know, that's all I do, but I don't know what we're gonna, I'm just still doing that, so I don't know.
So there's a lot of, like, when you're doing your music, you're kind of visualizing a lot of stuff, like it's a film clip, or a film clip or a soundtrack, or
just a bit of that, just a bit of the chorus or the bit of the beginning is like that part from the film. The rest of it is like I just made it to a song so people could dance to, but it's just like that little bit, like in the song.
So are these like soundtracks to movies that have already been made, or you're thinking up new movies in your head? Like, how does it work? Like, if you guys had to put a song, to a movie that was made, like what movie would you throw a track onto?
Risky Business was always a good one. We love,
nice.
We love that atmospheric, kind of deep sim. So yeah, that would be a big one.
Well, are you talking about the songs which relate to which movies?
Yeah, which
yeah. If you had to throw you had a track, certain tracks or a certain style of music you want to throw onto something,
Definitely like all the like Brat Pack films, definitely. Then it'll be like, the sci-fi 80s films. The definitely like Back to the Future, stuff like that.
Close Encounters. Could you do a Close Encounters thing, or is that a bit too slow?
No, I'll do that, yeah. I've got loads of more songs, but it's just like, I'm just slowly doing it. I've got one really like slow kind of chilled out song, the one I did.
The slow ones don't tend to be as popular, so they don't really get heard, but yeah, we still have them. Maybe on an album.
Like these are like faster, but for me, I only do slower songs, but I never want to put them on MySpace because probably it's just for me, but I might do that, I don't know, maybe.
Okay, so obviously you guys, we know you're on tour at the moment, so when you guys are back home, how are things? Are you working on a new album? Are you sort of between albums at the moment? What's going on?
We're working on an EP at the moment, and that's probably going to come out on the Bright Lights Big City the next couple of months. So that's taking up a lot of time. We do DJ sets around London and sometimes Manchester too, and maybe 2 or 3 a month. So yeah, keeps us busy.
So have you got a working title for this album coming out? Are there any sort of secrets you can throw onto it?
We haven't even thought about it actually. We'll come up with something good.
We had loads of. It's really hard, but I'm not going to say which one it is. It's really hard. Anyway.
Yeah, we'll let you know. Keep an eye on our MySpace. We'll put it on there. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So guys, had an awesome interview here with Futurecop here tonight. Check out the MySpace. Keep blogging, because these guys are going to keep throwing up some stuff. They got a new record label. They got a new EP coming out. They're touring Australia. Make sure you see them. They're hot stuff. Thanks, guys, for talking to us tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
All right, cheers.